excited to see these two teams.
Before you start getting excited,
Okay.
production just made a good point. They said the gameplay patch would arrive on Wednesday, but not which Wednesday.
Didn't they say the date specifically in the blog
I have no idea.
post?
Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Who knows? I don't, because otherwise I would know, obviously.
Right.
So we see a Weaver first pick. Was banned first the entire day yesterday. Now it goes through. Xtreme Gaming picks it up straight away. And Kunkka first phase. That is an early one. Is it Somnus playing that one or what? Or maybe Chalice, one of the two.
Yeah, it could be Chalice. I don't really think that screams God King or anything like that, but...
Oh, Kunkka Bane. Taking a page out of LGD's book.
The thing with Xtreme is, like, they're the ones who will throw out, like, a Shadow Fiend. They'll come out of nowhere. They'll give you a Shadow Fiend if you want it.
Yeah. I love that guy's name. XG Tank.
You like PYW's change in name?
Yeah, like, I just love the names that just... It's just like an English word, super random. It's like tank. Innovation.
Is there a guy whose name is Innovation?
Well, it's in a different game, but...
Oh, well. Although,
I mean, I guess Black is no different, right?
I do love, like, what was it, LBZS? They have, there's a couple names inside the Chinese division. There's, oh my god, it's Cat Yu who changed his name, right?
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, well, for sure. It's definitely changed a couple times.
Isn't it like super brand damaging, though? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, you gotta keep a name.
Yeah, it's Salad. It was Salad.
Oh, yeah, Salad. Yeah.
And then just like Detachment was one of the names.
Oh yeah, Detachment.
Molasses.
10 seconds.
Kagome. PP, who changed his name now.
5 seconds
to what?
remaining.
Pew. Or Pyu.
No more PP?
I don't know. Pyue. No more PP.
I think, didn't Xtreme Gaming just win? They got tangled here.
Well, Chalice does say it's the most broken hero in the game at the moment, so potentially that is already the winning pick.
Chalice says that, but they don't even first phase it themselves. What does that mean?
I'm a little surprised. Maybe they were hoping to get it. I have no idea.
Because Bane Kunkka, the opening is good, but I've never seen God King play Kunkka, I gotta be honest here. So I don't know if they have that flex potential that all the other teams that pick those first two have, you know.
You know what I think they should do in the next patch, by the way?
Tell me.
Bring back high ground shrines.
No. Why would you ever do that? High ground is hard enough as it is, you donkey.
Seems super easy these days.
Yeah. Why not just bring back all the shrines then? And Poor Man's Shield while we're at it.
Sure.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm down.
Maybe the next patch will just be like a nostalgia patch and everything returns to how it was before.
Yeah, they just go to like 6 point whatever, throw it all the way back. Sniper troll patch.
Dude, I love that patch because we won like everything on that patch. Like we literally picked Sniper and Troll on the same team every time.
Gosh, stop.
Grimstroke, I love that.
Grimstroke, double Queen's Grip.
Double X Mark II, not to be underestimated. But it's also, of course, a Pango answer. Well, a pseudo answer. It's not super good if he just jumps in first. Like, honestly, Pangolier gets countered by quite a bit of heroes. It's just, if he jumps you first, you're still dead. That's just Pangolier. He stuns you 3-4 times. There's nothing you can do. Doesn't matter how hard you counter him. Although this time, you have a Grimstroke and a Bane, so maybe you just want to double down on that. You can grip him, you can link him potentially. And X-Nova Bane, his favorite support probably.
It used to be Dazzle once upon a time.
Once upon a time, and we're still reading fairy tales.
When he, when he used to play for LGD, I feel like it was Dazzle was his big go-to. Okay, Queen of Pain. With this Weaver already, I guess Weaver could be for tank or PYW.
It could be. Could be a 1. Could be a 5. Could be a 4. Very versatile.
10 seconds
That's why here's always
remaining.
first banned, first picked. And Quap
5
got the
seconds
cookie
remaining.
cutter answer to Kunkka, which I think they also expect Kunkka to be in the mid lane.
Well, they can
And
answer with the Quap either way. Like if the draft rounds out that Kunkka doesn't look like he's going to be mid, you could throw the Queen of Pain safe lane.
Yeah, they have no, they don't have last pick.
Oh, true.
I thought they had last pick. But they don't. I lied. Sue me. What do you want to do about it, Happy Hop?
Yeah, I can't. You're not in jurisdiction.
Get like super offensive, you know, like super mad, even though you're the one lying.
Radiant team pick.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh, okay, Clockwork. So
Or okay,
Clockwork hasn't exactly been like this overwhelmingly picked hero.
yeah, it's a good answer to Bane though. Long range disable for the grip. If you ever hook the Bane, he can't really defend himself too much.
10
Good against
seconds
Grimstroke too.
remaining.
Makes a lot of sense this game, especially with Pangolier and Quap. Honestly, all 4 of the
seconds
heroes they can
remaining.
cut the backline really easily.
This Bane's not going to have a fun time.
Yeah. The only
And-
thing they're lacking so far is like a sort of front-ish, you know, that wants to go in first. I guess Clock can be that.
Dire team back.
Yeah, they go Morphling. I was going to say they go a different route because a lot of what we've been seeing with the Bane is the silencer counter.
You mean against
We've
the
been
Bane?
seeing, again, yeah, we've been seeing
10 seconds
the
remaining.
silencer.
Yeah, Clock is just a more offensive approach.
5 seconds remaining.
So RNG is probably going to ban the morph counters, PL, maybe even anti-mage. It's not the greatest aim game though. I gotta admit,
Radiant team
I don't
back.
know what Xtreme's carry likes to play. I know he likes PA a lot.
Yeah.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, so PL is out. Drow Ranger is also very strong. There's Drow, there's Anti-Mage. There are good matchups against Morphling. Naga Siren looks pretty decent as well.
He likes Troll as well.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Troll with Diffuser could potentially work. A little bit riskier though.
5 seconds
The thing is, they still have
remaining.
last picks, so they could throw Chalice on the Kunkka and just pick like a Leshrac middle. So if they want to pick an Ilu hero, they should ban like Leshrac right here. Or like Ember Spirit or something like that.
But it could just end up being a waste of a ban if they ban the Leshrac and then
Radiant
RNG
team
continue to
back.
ban illusion heroes anyway. Or illusion, like,
Yeah,
you
so-
just, it doesn't matter.
They're 100% expecting
Dire
Kunkka to be middle
team
then.
pick.
With the
I think
Mars
there
and the
might be a
Beast
little
Destiny,
bait
yeah.
though. So are they going to go to the Drow
Certainly could
Ranger?
be.
Drow looks really good here. Like you
Radiant
can't really get on top
team
of her
pick.
right now.
And
Ursa.
there's
So,
Ursa, which Lou also likes to play, and he played it against Aster in the IWO, but he only has a 25% win rate with Ursa, but his
Yeah.
pro game stats aren't exactly like overwhelming. He hasn't played,
10
he's only played
seconds
82
remaining.
pro games.
5
well,
seconds
if they
remaining.
still have an offlane and free, so if they pick like an OD or something, it could get pretty scary. Chalice though, doesn't really love OD, does he? Does he like any range heroes? Chalice? Pagna?
Nature's Prophet, but Prophet's not picked up that much anymore.
Yeah. I'm thinking about something about of the lines of like Pagna or Death Prophet, something like that.
Night
Night
Stalker,
Stalker
okay.
into the Ursa. Okay. Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, I don't know how great that really looks, but I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. Interesting pick. I thought they just would pick something to own the Ursa in lane, but instead they're thinking further ahead towards the mid game. But if your Night Stalker is owned in lane, it's going to get pretty hard. However, Grimsword Night Stalker is not a weak lane. Like Grim in general is a pretty decent +5 hero.
Well, Grim's the 4, Bane's the 5, right? So it'll be Night Stalker, Grim, and then that's going to be up against Ursa, Clockwork. I guess that could be problematic for Grimstroke though. Like if he's not if he's not in the greatest position, you just get battery assaulted, run down by DY with Ursa hitting away.
Yeah, it is definitely a lane where you can die pretty easily as Grimstroke, even as Night Stalker too, because usually the one thing you have going for you when you're Night Stalker is that you're very hard to bring down. You got a high base armor, high HP region, but Ursa doesn't really care about that. Care about that too much.
Sorry, I'm enamored by your cat in the background grooming himself. It's just
going
like
ham the cleaning right now.
yeah, he really is. But it's going to be interesting. Like Xtreme is one of these teams that I think a lot of people have high expectations on, especially with the changes to Lu and Old 11. Like Old 11's a very solid offlaner. I think offlaner's kind of been the theme of what we've been talking about since like the finals of the Chinese region. So we'll get into the game. We'll see what's up with both these teams. RNG Xtreme Gaming coming in for game number 1, and we'll see if they do skirmish mid. Friends, let us skirmish.
Ooh, gets the ward out.
If they saw it.
See if Ignova sniffs it out or not. And they both put the same ward basically. Interesting.
Tank has that glitched ward with the orbital decay on it. I'm always a big fan of that.
And it says see you.
Yeah, I don't think, I think wards were glitched a different way than other items, but it was used with self-made autographs or something like that.
Yeah, I don't really know the...
I forget how it was exactly done, because it's a lot of those like items as well. Even though, well, we don't see FY, so we don't really know what his deal is with the glitched items these days. But
well, I'm a very honest player. You gotta know B-Cup, so I don't know anything about glitches or abuses.
The battle begins.
oh, the items are just glitched with those gems, the prismatic gems, or the ethereal gems. Sorry, not prismatics.
The only ethereal I have is some Terrorblade Arcana.
Best one to have it on.
Yeah, my Terrorblade looks like way too good actually. Like if there was a sexiest hero alive contest, he would win that. Alright,
So
I love what Paparazzi is doing here, going to the Scream. We've been seeing a lot of Quops in mid lane going into the Shadow Strike level 1. Not a big fan of that. Like, just secure your CS. Level 3, you're gonna have the level 2 Shadow Strike anyway, but you're gonna transition into the lane a little bit better. Like, come minute 2 and 3. And we all know Paparazzi's a smart player. You know, he's a carry player just like me, so he knows.
You get nothing.
he knows
everything.
what.
You know, how to play mid lane.
For sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Every carry player knows how to play mid lane. Better than mid laners, obviously.
Oh yeah, Paparazzi, he was what? Playing the safe lane with Elephant.
Yeah, honestly, when he played safe lane during the end of it, it didn't look like he was super comfortable in it anymore. So that the switch
True.
to him, you know, playing mid lane makes a lot of sense. Just give him something new to do, you know.
And him mid, I think it just brings much more options into the mix of it. Especially because he loves that Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, I want to see how he does against Somnus though. Somnus is still one of the best mid players in the world, so if he can beat Somnus or hold his own against him over the course of this entire series, I'll be pretty impressed.
Bottom lane, X-Nova getting really low and will get run down here by Tank for first blood. So the artist formerly known as PYW getting first blood here for the side of Xtreme.
Yeah, Pango Weaver. 2 of the most broken heroes of the patch in one lane. What else could you expect, B-Cup?
Yeah, what's the deal here with Weaver? You think he's getting a massive nerf?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's way too good.
Is it the Swarm that's going to get a nerf?
Swarm is the biggest one, but I think Tsukushi is also too good.
Maybe
Like
the
the fact that you
cooldown
just don't
gets
need
higher.
boots. Ever. It's crazy.
Sans boots.
Thanks for a little bit off the mark. And Nightstalker is actually owning the Ursa up here again. I wonder if I have like a little bit of a misconception of this matchup, or if it's just that Ursa usually is paired up with a pretty weak support. Like if this is an Ursa Grimstroke instead of something like that, I feel like Nightstalker gets nothing, right? But Clockwork Ursa, probably not the strongest lane.
I would have rather see Lu with like a range support. I don't know really about the Clockwork. I think maybe they were a little bit more concerned about stopping X-Nova come the mid late game.
Yeah,
but
it's either range
I don't know
support
if that's the
or
right
he
way.
plays another carry.
Yeah.
Wages of fear.
We've seen Drow once. And we've seen the damage that Drow can do, but would it fit in a lineup like this?
I think it makes pretty good sense. They can't even get on top of her at all, right? Until that last pick. Nothing they could have really done to it. And the lane is also very strong. Like Clock, Drow, one of the best lanes in the game, I'd say.
Yeah, that could have been a bit of a dirty lane. We've got X-Nova nearby, but also DUI looking to make a move. Tank comes over. They're trying to secure the water runes, and both will be picked up by the 5 positions. And then Tank will go pick up the bounty and swipe that.
Was it Arma who said he hopes mid lane gets deleted in the next patch?
He hopes there's a jungle lane too, or not like a jungle lane, but more jungling than anything.
So basically, League of Legends.
Swarm, battery assault, but the cogs are off the mark. Ooh, but they'll stop the TP, and then the damage from the Hellbear Smasher helped them get that kill.
Yeah, I mean he was dead no matter what, but the battery assault actually hit the creeps 3 times before it hit the Grimstroke. A little bit close there.
Almost a little bit rough, where he just TPs away.
That opens up the map a little bit though for the Morphling. He didn't need it down there.
Nightmare waveform.
No.
Ooh, swashbuckle away.
Guess what? I got 2 mobility spells. Who am I?
Pangolier. I'll take who is Pangolier for 400. Battery assault again. And they're looking to get this kill mid. They'll throw the swarm out. They've got the X, the Ink Swell. That's gonna stun up this Weaver, but they'll still get the kill into Somnus, and the boat won't land.
Yeah, the cogs just disappear in time for him to get out of it. Otherwise it would have been a dead Weaver.
He's also holding that 6 skill point. Meanwhile, God King this time solo gets the kill onto Old 11. That's a little bit uncharacteristic from Old 11.
Yeah, must have overplayed his hand a little bit. He doesn't even have the depth of strike, so it just waveformed him. Okay. I mean, that's super good for the Morphling. And he's comfortably sitting at the top of the net wave now.
Yeah, by a significant margin.
Yeah.
Versus lane hasn't exactly opened up, and it's not going to get any easier with Somnus making the rotation. Earthshock, no TPs, right click's coming out, but it won't matter. Somnus will get the kill. They've got the Nightmare out on the tank. Battery assault and the cogs around X-Nova. They'll throw the swarm, and it becomes that question of, do I hit the swarm or do I keep running? I've got a haste, so might as well, right? Problem is, now he goes north, and
Weaver's just as fast as you.
Eventually, Weaver, he might catch up. The haste only has a second left on it, and, well, okay. Now it's a shared bounty.
Yeah, not bad. Bought a lot of time. But they're gonna help the Ursa get back into the game. Because this Ursa Morphling matchup is only good for Ursa if he's on par. Or even ahead of the Morph.
Ghost ship mid. Paparazzi also getting hit by that torrent, but the cogs now getting around Somnus. Open them up, they'll throw the swarm. Paparazzi, he's got the Sonic Wave. He'll use it, the Nightmare, but it's not going to be enough to save Somnus. Now X-Nova as well as Felix Chalba are going to be in trouble. They'll both fall. The double kill for Tank and 3 kills overall here for the side of Xtreme. Paparazzi blinks away, and DY trying to get out of the hands of Chalice, who's still trying to run him down. He's got the Void. He'll just hit the Courier. And Stops gets the Courier, but that, I think he could have, especially nighttime, could have run down DY.
Yeah, he has no boots. Maybe he didn't check whether he had boots or not, but I like the patience there from Paparazzi. He sees the TP, and he also knows that it's a delayed TP. He waits just long enough to hit all 3 with the wave.
Yeah, he sat back a little bit.
is under
Yeah,
attack.
I like that a
Waiting for
lot.
his moment.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have gotten the third kill. Maybe not even the second.
Dire's top tower is
The thing
under
here
attack.
too about Xtreme, and I think obviously a lot of talk is, at least on the new editions of Blue as well as Old 11 and Old 11, obviously without a team after Vici built around or chose to build around Erica, is the fact that to me they have the best support duo in China at the moment with PYW and DY, or Tank and DY, or at least what I thought was the best support duo for a long time. Obviously now they're in Division 2, they had to come through that division and get to Division 1, which they're now at, and I think the combination of these two players has been very fruitful for whatever team they've been on. As up in the top lane, DY Stylians thinks well. Now the turnaround, Lou and Tank are here. They'll throw the swarm out on a Chalice. Got the Dark Ascension for a while, and Felix will also just TP out, so it doesn't turn into anything more than just a deterrent of them pushing in the tier 2 top, but at least a good move there from Xtreme. Right now it's a 1k lead though for RNG, and that's with God King kind of just having this open time down bottom.
Yeah, the solo kill for him really helped him to a perfect start. He's 1400 ahead of the Pango, which is really where the net worth lead comes from. And this is the problem. Like, sure, you're getting more kills on the map than RNG, but they're just being more efficient around the map. Like, they're farming more stacks.
Thanks well.
They're
Tank
farming a
in trouble.
Weaver too, potentially.
Sonic Wave pushes them away, but the Stroke of Fate gets the kill, and now the Sonic Wave may not get them more than just this one kill on a Felix. Void out, and Chalice thinking about maybe going back in onto DY, because you've got Somnus coming over. Shadow Strike, Cogs, blink forward. Chalice seen some right clicks here from Paparazzi, and the Shadow Strike starting to tick him down a little bit. Paparazzi only has that Shadow Strike at level 3, and he's potentially going to look to dive this tower behind the trees. Oh, Paparazzi!
Nice juke, though.
I didn't
Really
see,
nice
because
juke.
we've got that Omni Vision. I should have
Yeah, he
switched
had
it
no
to
vision
just
there.
the dire vision, but I guess, yeah, he was behind the tree and didn't see him.
Yeah, that was very well done.
It looks a lot more of a blunder when you can see everything.
Yeah. Omnivision is a strong tool. Yeah, Ursa is somewhat getting back into the game, but the thing is, Morphing is always just going to outfarm you. Pickham is going to go like this. He actually has a Blink Dagger first queued up, not even Diffusal Blade. I don't really like that. Like, you need a Diffusal to be even able to kill anyone. Like, Blink alone is not just going to cut it. Somnus is rotating bottom. They're anticipating a move on Morphling, which in all honesty, it's so hard for Morphling to die this game. They have no instant stun until Pango Blink.
They know Blue's coming though, because they have really good wards placed by X Nova in the triangle.
Tank is just taking a beating. 4 hits, half HP. Like, if he goes for this Blink first on Ursa, there's just no scaling. You know, it's so risky to do this. And if they can't capitalize on it, get many kills, get Roshan, start snowballing, I think they'll just lose this game, honestly. There's no fallback plan.
Yeah. You remember the days of Phase Boots, Abyssal Blade, Ursa?
Phase Boots Diffu Ursa is really strong against a hero like Morphling, who struggles with mana until at least the mid-game.
Looks like they want to smoke. They do have the Rolling Thunder. They haven't really worked with Old 11 yet, and he's trying to go into a Blink Dagger. He's picked up... Interestingly, he picked up a Spirit Vessel, and Tank spent his gold on an early urn.
Which he hopefully sells, because if he doesn't get charges here... Oh yeah, you got them.
Yeah, so...
He needs to sell that urn though.
Yeah, and then he can get to the Orchid quicker.
It's always weird though to see this kind of miscommunication happen at like the highest level of Dota, you know? Because there's something we should talk about before the game even starts. Oh, they want to go on the Quap, they got him.
Yeah, Fiend's Grip. This gives away that they have vision, but they don't care that it gives away they get vision, or have vision. It's very worth it to have that ward down and get that kill. Time lapse, but God King and X Nova are right here behind you. sentry in the middle of the lane, and I think wisely tank goes north.
Yeah, I know. There's 5 heroes in the mid. An easy tower, no quap yet, no glyph either,
Radiant's
and
bottom
no
tower
tower denied.
is under attack.
He almost has Eagle Song on Morphling. He's really big. Like, he's gonna be such a big problem. Because even like he has his blink now on Ursa, but once E-Blade is up, you can't even kill anyone because he just either E-Blades you or the target you're hitting.
Cogs around Felix, this has been the kill they've been trying to get. They've got the Soulbind around 2. They have the Inkswell landing on both the Weaver as well as the Queen of Pain. Chalice trying to weave his way around these fights, and now Rolling Thunder that doesn't really shake the ground much. Yeah.
He was rolling though. Okay, this is really the test for Ursa now. What can he do? Because so far, with his blink, he has just been farming. If you want to just farm, you need to go to a different item build. Battle Fury, Diffuser Blade, something like that.
Yeah.
You gotta get kills now.
The thing too that I think is really getting me is like Dire don't exactly have the best vision around the map. Meanwhile, look at where the Radiant wards are. They see a lot of these different areas and they're making things happen. Lu's been caught. He's already popped the Enrage, so he is in
You really can't afford to die here.
big amount of trouble. He's already dead, I think, on his screen already. There's nothing he can do.
No. This is the reason why I hate this Blink Dagger first. Like, I absolutely hate it. It's just, where do you go from here? Lowest net worth of the cores? How do you recover?
Amazing what you found laying around.
Yeah, you need like 4 kills now in a row.
Yeah, and the Roshan after that. But, Morphling has his E-Blade already. Well, and 500 gold he does. And once that's up, anybody that gets X marked is just instantly dead. The burst damage is too high for the stage of the game. And if they're not careful, then the Morph goes into the Roche pit. Maybe a Lucky DD at minute 16 in the top lane.
Hookshot comes out, right clicks in, but they've got the silence. Battery Assault's keeping Chalice close. And it's Lu who does get credit for that kill, so he's got a little bit of a gold influx. They might get a +1 on this. And Wu hoping he can get the last hit here, and he will, but Somnus, while all that's happening, is getting the kill on the tank, is over bottom. They're also looking for old 11.
Yep, got a good old Fiend's Grip off. Easy kill on the Reaver, and Xtreme survives barely.
And now they go for Roche. This is what they need.
They need that.
And they're going to take it very quickly. Nobody really here from RNG, so this works out really well for them. E-Boy does get picked up, but now at least Lu, he's got himself an Aegis for the next 5 minutes. God King shows his face with that new E-Blade.
Yeah, perhaps it was a little bit
Lu.
low, and his Aegis is
gosh.
gone, probably. Yeah.
Well, didn't last
And not just the
long.
Aegis, maybe.
Lasted 30 seconds, and now they're right on top of this Ursa. It's not 1, it might be 2. Hookshot to save Lu, but the Skullbind is there. The Adaptive Strike comes out, and God King will get the kill on a Lu. Now looking over at DY, finishing a second. So RNG played that perfectly. God King shows off the new E-Blade, gets 2 lives off the Ursa and DY.
Yeah, that's really the power of Morphling. Like, if you have to be... Like, you're not afraid of anything in this game, really.
Dyer's
Maybe the
middle
Spirit
tower
Vessel is the
is
biggest
under
threat
attack.
against you, but right
Radiant's
now you're the
bottom
king of the
tower
game.
is
They have
under
no
attack.
silences, they have no great stuns, they can't really kill you, like, at all. Once he gets into this BKB, I actually don't know what they do against him.
They want the Basher, but that's preying on RNG, which is never
Yeah.
the best way to go about it.
And also, again, Basher doesn't really give you any way to scale, right? Like, it's just the Basher. Doesn't help you, it's not a farm steroid or anything. Doesn't give you a ton of damage. He's really going all in aggression, but so far it really hasn't worked out for him. 2-3. BKB picked up a Punka as well.
Yeah.
Somnus is strong. I'm
Yeah,
a
exactly
little bit
where
worried
these
for
wards are.
Xtreme. I don't know how they take team fights at this point into the boat.
Radiant's top
Nightmare.
tower is under
And
attack.
thinking about the Rolling Thunder, Old 11 does have that Blink Dagger. He's going to go for Somnus. They'll bump him up into the air. He does have the BKB laying in wait. They already killed off X Nova. The Inkswell lands on the tank, and they're going to come through. They'll look for the hookshot. That lands on a God King. Right click coming out. They've got the Spirit Vessel out onto the Morphling. Swashbuckle comes in. That'll disarm him. Sonic Wave, God King, he sits low, but he doesn't die. In fact, now Somnus without the BKB, he's in trouble. The torrent lands on a Lou. They get the kill on a Felix as DY gets credit for that one, and they'll take out Somnus. So maybe a little bit of a caster's curse coming in as Xtreme do get away with one. But now, ooh, Paparazzi, Chalice is there. Looking to get this kill onto the Queen of Pain. Has Blink in a second, but the silence, ooh, Invis is not going to be enough. They have a sentry already down. And now Morphling looking to get a kill here on a DY and kind of even that up and salvage it out.
Anti-caster's curse.
Yeah, when you call out the caster's curse, that gets cursed by the caster's curse calling out the caster's curse.
Yeah, thank you for that. Otherwise, I might have looked stupid then.
I'm always here to save you.
Oh, that Chalice again, potentially in trouble. Oh, he even used darkness. If he dies, it's really bad for him.
Oh, Vessel runs out. And now they've got the X and they get the kill. Oh, wow. Chalice, that's unfair.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You know, you just sometimes are allowed to fly over all terrain. No problem.
Hook shot lands.
Bye-bye, Xnova.
Battery Assault, Nightmare, avoiding the shadows.
Shadow Strike, though. Double
Somnus coming in, and now they're going to save Xnova. They go in with the E-Blade and the Adaptive Strike. They get the kill on a DUI. Good turnaround from RNG.
Is under attack.
Looking for the co-op. I can't find him. That was really close. Like, he actually got the double X mark off, but I don't think he realized, and he just pulled the co-op back a little bit too much because he actually wanted to combo Clockwork. If he had just waited like a millisecond, the co-op would have been dead too. But at this point, Xtreme need like all the little fortunes they can get to get back into this game.
Yeah, Lou's got the Basher flying out, but again, I don't know how much that's going to be like the game saver.
It's really good if they somewhat ignore him. Just look at this HP pool, it's 1500. At this stage of the game, it's pretty sad for your +1. Like, if you get comboed, you're instantly dead.
Tank did sell that urn, so now he's got the Orchid. Maybe a little bit quicker than...
I like the Orchid a lot. It's good. Morphling has no Dispel. Not yet, at least. Pretty close to his BKB, though.
Really could have used the Spirit Vessel charges for Old 11.
Yeah, to get that Chalice kill is actually a pretty big deal. Vessel is such an expensive item if you don't have charges. It's just like some
waste of space.
Mediocre stats.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5-man smoke. The lanes are pushing in a bit, so this should be quite obvious for RNG here.
I was thinking maybe they put the Spirit Vessel upgrade into something like the Wand upgrade, where it gains charges every so often.
What are you looking at, Felix? Getting that kill wouldn't be bad, to be honest. He needs those charges. Yeah.
Yeah, Old 11 gets in, gets 2 charges on the Spirit Vessel.
Worthy tribute. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Would you mind that if it got the Holy Locket treatment?
Oh, what?
Vessel?
You think it's a little too bad?
If it's at 0, it gains 1 charge after a while.
Nah. Because the charge actually is so meaningful. And that's like the risk of the item, right?
I guess. Ooh. Tidebringer, tank.
Ooh, everything missed.
But yeah, they had the Orchid on Kunkka, so
couldn't pull him back.
5-man smoke coming out from RNG.
The 5-man smokes are usually so predictable. See if they manage to catch anything with it. Yeah, Stormers also says, nah, screw this. But yeah, Xtreme should know exactly what's going on here.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, and they're kind of hiding in the trees. They've got Tank showing, and
no, where's Tank?
Will be the one who dies. Well, Lou is hiding in the trees up top. And you have Paparazzi hiding in the trees bottom, but then Tank showed mid and died.
Yeah, he disappeared to squash the bug. At least they had to expend Darkness for it. And I think Xtreme is doing actually a pretty good job at staying at the disadvantage they are right now. Like, it's not getting bigger.
Inkswell
or
blink
now it
forward,
might get bigger.
and Old 11 killed very quickly. Hook shot out on a God King. 4 staff back. That comes out from Felix. And now looking to get Lou. Lou's got the damage to get the kill on a Chalice. The Sonic Wave is thrown out. And double sleep with the Nightmare.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tank chasing forward. There's the dust and looking for the Inkswell to land, but God King doesn't get it with the waveform. They've got the silence out with the Phantom's Embrace. He's trying to take this Phantom off, and he won't be able to do so in time, so he can't time lapse away. Paparazzi gets hit. The X is there onto Paparazzi.
Oh no,
from
BKB on him.
Samus, and now the Fiend's Grip. He'll die.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We're doing a good job.
Well, Pangolier respawns, so I don't think I can get the high ground. Still though, slowly building the lead. That's all you need with a Morphling. Because the matchup is not good for Ursa the longer the game continues. Especially if you, as we already mentioned a couple of times, itemize in a way like this. Now you're suddenly 4k behind.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Like if you look at all the heroes, it's 5k net worth advantage right now, and that really almost solely comes from the Morph Ursa matchup.
Yeah. Because mid's pretty close, off lane's pretty close, and then the
Dire's top tower
supports
is under attack.
actually dire leads on both supports.
Yeah. But the big difference maker is really the carry. And Somnus is also getting somewhat big. What is he going into next? Just a Silver Edge? Building into more right-click damage, I like that. And then probably AC after that.
Dire's top tower has
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if Paparazzi
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
hadn't died right there.
Yeah, it's so easy for him to die though. He's very squishy without the BKB. Sure, he has a lot of health, but at this point, if you get stunned for even just a second, the Morphling deals so much damage.
Silver Edge soon for Somnus. The thing too is like the level discrepancies.
But at least
not
Ursa will have
terrible.
BKB very soon.
Scanning.
So once that's up, he'll be a little bit... Oh, if they get Roshan just before Ursa gets his BKB, that could be a big, big problem.
Both teams know it's there, and well, Xtreme did catch X-Nova also going that way, so you have to assume that Xtreme are aware of the situation and aware of the fact that RNG are going to be near the pit.
Oh yeah, looking for all 11.
It would be big because that opens up the pit for them. No Rolling Thunder would be massive, and Chalice coming for this. Again, it's the warding that's coming out.
Very, very good deep wards. I mean, X-Nova has always been a treat to watch. The way he plays support is very, very on point. He loves those deep wards. And they're not in the usual spots either. Pretty well hidden usually. Hard to guess where he puts them. Morphlings,
they're
Titanic
all
picked up.
to the side in some areas.
Radiant's middle
Morph
tower
is
under
big,
attack.
B-Cup. If they can bring him down and take Roshan, they're back in the game. But if they lose this fight and Morph gets the Aegis,
We got the BKBs, but now DY is already caught. DY, he'll have buyback if he does in fact fall, but Lou going in, and the BKBs are going to be popped early. They get the kill on the DY, but they end up taking out Chalice. They have the buyback available on the Clockwork. Now, Rolling Thunder with the Euls that bounces up Felix.
With the right damage of
Soul
Paparazzi.
Line. Paparazzi taking a lot of damage, and now it connects over to Old 11. Lou comes in, but he jumps over the wall. So X-Nova's going to survive this. They got the kill on a Felix. They'll take out the Grimstroke. He'll buy back. Tank on the run, but can't get out as he morphs into this Queen of Pain.
Lone trouble.
Xtreme to get the kill. They've got the Inkswell that lands on a Lou as well as Old 11. They've got the hookshot that lands on an X-Nova. They'll take out the Bane. They lose the Grimstroke a second time. The waveform forward looking for Lou. The damage is there. The damage kills off Lou. It was a fine time spree going the way of God King after all is said and done. They still have Somnus, and it's buybacks that are used from both sides from the support roles, but nothing more than that. And at the end of the day, it looks like RNG come out ahead. They'll have Chalice up in just a second.
yeah, but Morphling is still the big winner. Now 5k ahead of the Ursa, gonna get a free Roshan, maybe even a free shard. Well, I say free. All 11 is trying
They
to
have no
make
hook
still.
shot.
Nah.
No way.
Honestly, that fight is on all the left. Like, he killed Paparazzi. He rolled next to him.
Soulbind, yeah.
With the Soulbind, yeah. Paparazzi was probably like, yeah, I'm fine, Blink is off, cool. Oh.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It was really close.
No, that's where you like report your teammate and pops.
Weird too that Lou, he like blinked into the pit and then used Earthshock and got over the cliff. It was, he could have killed X Nova, but ended up on the other side from him.
Yeah, small misplays like that are very, very important in those clutch scenarios. And now Morphling is very happy with that shot as well. Double the depth strike.
Radiant's bottom
Not like an
tower
S tier
is
shot,
under
but it's
attack.
pretty decent. Oh, he played the creep actually.
Towers are fortified. Dire
Happens.
are scanning.
Good try. Smoking up as 5. They're looking at the quap down there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Paparazzi
attack.
already TPing back.
Yeah. A little bit of a wasted smoke, honestly.
Assange, BKB going Shiva's next. Blue looking to get a shard, which will give him the Earthshock upgrade, getting the Enrage for a second and a half, but question
they're
becomes,
God
is that
King.
going to be enough to go for God King? They've got the Spirit Vessel, but it'll waveform away. Oh, good blink. Taking on the Aegis, they've got the Fiend's Grip though on the other side of the fight. On to Old 11, the hook shot comes out. That'll stop the Fiend's Grip now. They're going to shield crash right on top, but they've got the Soulbind. The control is there for even longer. And a Ghost Ship will crash down. It doesn't kill Old 11 just yet, but they've got all 5 heroes on these 2.
No buyback
So
on both.
Old 11 and DY both die, and DY had bought back in that fight by Roche, and Old 11, well, he does not have the gold. He's 400 short.
Well, how did he defend without your Pango now? He's the only initiation. Maybe like a lucky bash on the Morphling into Sonic Wave burst, but that's not
He's
the Hail
also got
Mary.
the Vessel, and that was the way that they were able to kill him the first time.
Oh, that's
BKB
tough, BKB.
on the X. They've got the Orchid coming out from Tank. Kingswell is there. Chalice goes over to the Weaver, and that will be a quick kill. Tank does have buyback, and now they've got the silence on a
Who has no
Lulu.
BKB?
So far, Sonic Wave comes in, gets the kill on a Felix. They'll buyback on Weaver. So now Tank trying to help out his Ursa, but won't be able to do so. He's dead for 70. And they'll still look to get these supports. They've got Tank getting the kill there on X Nova. He bought back for this though, and the time lapse, or well, the axe actually brings him back right into the hands of Somnus, and he's dead a second time. They'll just go for the tier 4s.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
They don't have a glyph. They don't have anything to stop this.
Yeah,
They haven't told
potentially a little
GG
bit
yet.
risky. But Pango, yeah, they have to back up now. So the game won't end just yet.
They're trying to get
To
it.
catch
They
someone.
blink forward. The BKB from Wu. We're gonna find Somnus. He just needs a bash. There it is. It's the bash. There's the BKB from
Wait for
God
it to be.
King. Waveform onto the high
Bash,
ground,
bash,
but they
bash.
know where he is. They've got the
Nice.
hook shot to follow it up. They'll stop the TP. But is God King too strong? Will he be a god?
No.
Will he be a king? Can he take out these heroes? The Yule's on top. The battery assault is there. The damage comes down. Lou will get a 10-time spree, taking out the life of God King.
Precious bounty.
Yeah, and that's how the cookie can crumble, you know. There was no reason whatsoever to go for those tier 4 towers. They could have just taken the top Rex, take it slow, because there's 0 chance they can end this game. Pangoli was almost respawning, so was Clockwork. So it's not really worth it at all to go for that kind of move, you know. Just a little bit too confident, a little bit too cocky. They get punished dearly for it. That Morphling spree on the Ursa, sure he had to buy back, but the gold difference is probably going to go down to like 6k now or so.
Yeah, it gives them opportunity now to get some gold their way. They're looking for the Swift Blinky. They've got Lou here with Spider Legs, so he's trying to stay on top of these heroes. We take a look at the splits. Lou 9, 5, and 3. That was God King's first death.
Yeah, I mean the other thing that doesn't get like talked about enough, after these kind of fights, you actually regain the entire map control too. Like you can deal with the enemy wards, you can put your own wards out, and suddenly it's like a reset button. Whereas if RNG just backs off and keep controlling the area, it's almost impossible for them, you know, to really take a bad fight. It's because Xtreme Gaming has to like split ball and guess. Maybe they warded here, maybe here. There's no chance of knowing.
Wow.
5-man smoke again.
5-man smoke. They've got the tools, and oh, X Nova. He may have just shown up into the wrong neighborhood. Rolling Thunder, going for Felix. Instead, he gets the bash. They'll get the kill to the Grim Stroke. They're still looking at the back lines. Chalice, though, right here on Paparazzi, who pops the BKB. They've got right-click damage from God King. Whoa, Paparazzi's just dead. Trying to fight this. There's the Satanic. This is a horrible fight for Xtreme Gaming. It might cost them the game. Oh, no.
Oh, and the grip too.
Right into the hands of RNG. and a tier 1 tower that still stands 33 minutes into the game, and they are going to give up blue. They'll give up paparazzi, tank, the whole shebang, and they'll call GG. For a second, it looked like they were back in it, and then, well, throw that plan in the trash as they end up dead and they lose it.
Radiant
It's a little bit unfortunate. I think they actually had the tools that were needed to win this game, but I mean, it all started with a solo kill, right? Morphling solo killed all 11. He gets off to like a perfect start, completely uncontested,
Right.
and they have no heroes to really kill him, which is why I was a little bit, well, surprised, I guess, is the right term.